are ready for another games we played and games we gave up on.
March, April 2025.
I'm Scott.
I'm Jen.
Retro Rivals. Here we go. We're going to talk about the games we played, and I have one I gave up on.
Yes, I have one I almost gave up on because the PS2 almost gave up on me.
So we have a list here. Jen,
Yes.
mine. Jen's beat me 2-1 for games played here in this span of time.
Well,
So we're going to go 2-1.
yeah.
2 of hers, 1 of mine.
that's just because I'm awesome.
Yeah. Right?
Well, I mean, a couple of these were smaller games. So were yours.
Alright. What?
What?
Talk about my small game.
Okay.
Okay, first one.
Is physical?
Donut County. Where you count donuts.
No.
And you put the frosting on the donut.
I do not. I wish we could just leave it at that. I don't know what this has.
ChatGTP has too many other letters. But yeah, it did it right up and it said this is where you do you work at a Tim Hortons and you make donuts and you gotta glaze them.
And they don't say what the glaze is. No, that's not really what it's about. It does start out in a donut shop. I don't know that it has anything to do with donuts. I think it's donut is the county. Either way, you're this like. It's the weirdest game for the first hour. I was like, what?
I would never have guessed with a name like Donut County.
What the
I
mind?
thought this was gonna be straightforward.
What the mind screw am I playing right now? Like I was just like, why? What is the purpose of this game? Because I'm just like eating up stuff to be bigger, to make bigger holes to drop stuff in. It made no sense. And then at somewhere halfway through the game, because it's like a 2-hour game, I was like, this is pretty cool. For no reason. For no reason, it just got interesting to me. Scott would hate it.
Oh, I already hate it.
Hate
I
it.
just look at the cover and I was like, oh my god.
And it was so...
This is another...
It was so quirky that it had no reason to be... I can't say it was great, but as good as it was...
Are you saying quirky right?
Quirky.
Do you mean stupid?
No! It had no reason to be as good as it was. It was good. It was not great, but it was good. And I wouldn't pay full price for this game.
You did more though, didn't you?
No, I got it in the collection. Edith Finch was much more expensive than Donut County, but Donut County is the second most expensive in that collection if it's standalone. But it's different, but it is actually good. I was quite pleasantly surprised by the end.
Alright, so another one of yours?
Yes.
You played Aria of Sorrow.
Aria of Sorrow.
Is it Aria or Aria?
Aria.
Aria of Sorrow.
Yes.
Castlevania game.
On the Advanced Collection.
Yes, so she played it on the PS4.
Yeah. I had ambitions of playing it handheld. It does.
We do have a handheld.
We have Aria of Sorrow.
Yeah, we have it loose.
But the problem with playing handheld is you're always looking down like this, and eventually it starts to hurt my neck. And then it's already done up so nice on the PS4 collection.
And it's so easily. Well, I would imagine you said it's a lot like Symphony of the Night. Saves it quite often.
It's a lot like Symphony of the Night, Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, Order of Ecclesia. If you played one of them, you've played all of them.
Okay.
I mean, there's ones that stand out more, like Symphony of the Night obviously is a standout. But Aria of Sorrow, if you like any of those, you will also like this. It gives you the same feel. Some of the weapons are the same. It's just a wonderful game, and I'm looking forward to playing the rest. I don't know how much I'm looking forward to playing Dracula X, but...
I think it's going to be
I think it's going to be a little bit challenging.
It's going to be
for
stiff.
Me too. So.
Stiff.
But yeah, I loved it. I'm looking forward to playing Harmony of Dissonance and Circle of the Moon, I think it is. Circle of the Moon. So, yeah. At some point. All right, you get to talk about a game now.
Do I get to talk about a game?
You do.
All right. I played my first Metal Gear Solid game all the way through. It is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes.
Can't tell you how many times I said to him, Zeros?
I'm
with
like,
an
yes,
S?
Zeros.
Yeah, I just didn't understand why there was an
It's
S.
a short game that I made long playing it, not stealth.
As per usual.
This, like... I think the game is only supposed to be about an hour and a half or so.
He played it for like 4.
I played, 4 for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I kept, because you gotta stealth your way and sneak your way through, and I kept trying to go in there like Rambo. And I'm trying to get into this like base, and you're supposed to. Well, eventually I figured you had to kind of go into a grate, sneak underneath the wall, and go in there. And kill people stealthily. I was going in there like Rambo, and I was like, if I kill them all, then I can walk through the front door, right? That makes sense. And then more would come, and more would come. I'm like, how many soldiers are in this stupid base? I've killed about 63 of them now. And they just keep coming, and I'm like, okay. The map is clear. And I'm standing up in the building, I'm looking, binoculars, everything. Clear. I'm going in the front door. As soon as I got within inches of the door there, an alarm went off or something, they came running out. I was like...
Didn't I kill you guys already? Do you know nothing about Metal Gear?
No.
I know, I've never played Metal Gear, but we all know Metal Gear.
I had
our stealth game.
Blast the first night, because it was literally like 2.5 hours of me just piling up bodies. It was insane. And I was getting nowhere, and I was starting to get frustrated. I'm like, this is just, what am I doing wrong here?
Everything.
So I made a quick search on YouTube, and then I seen the guy. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm like, I really have to do this stealth. Anyway, at the end of the game, I did enjoy it. Oh.
So much so I want to throw it and break it.
That I would be willing to try the sequel to it, because I think this was just like kind of a setup to the full game, and I can't remember what it's called, but I don't have it. I don't have it in my collection yet, but I have to find it, and I would like to play it because it was fun. Mm-hmm. I have to be more stealthy.
If you play it the right way.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, dear.
All right. Next game, you can try to find it over there, but you're not gonna.
There's games.
Did you? Do we have it over there? Did you get it for me?
No.
Oh no, right. We store this one in the vault in a second location because it's so expensive. We only play the
backup.
We play our backup. So I played Rule of Rose, and now we get to talk about it. So the cutscenes make this game what it is. They're so off the wall. The entire game is just one great big mind trip. When I told you about the story
You're telling me about, this is the one with the dog, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. So much so that she had to, you did what, a little short? Telling people like,
oh yeah.
Have you ever played a game
Unwrapped?
that just gut punched you? Or blah, blah, blah. I barely watched the video. Did you watch it? I didn't watch it.
It did. It gut punched me because this poor friggin' dog. But then again, the poor girl, everybody, it's just massively depressing.
The few things I did see while you were playing it, and then you showed me other things, it's a twist.
It's so twisted, but you can't help but feel sorry for literally everybody you encounter in the game.
Yeah.
And
it's a story of victims, is that what you're saying?
Basically. I know it's a super old game, I don't want to give too much away, but she does the first, like, what is it called? Those big balloon type, like, crafts.
Talking about, was it the Hindenburg thing?
Yeah, kind of like a Hindenburg. Well, they were crossing, and this went down, and her parents died, and she was found by a guy in the woods who made her pretend she was a boy. And
it sounds like role playing.
It was so weird. Like, he constantly wanted to kill himself, and this other girl came along. She's like,
"You're telling an awful lot of the story,
come live with me at the orphanage and go friggin' crazy, and then be on a balloon in the sky." Like, it's so all over the place, but so good. And I had a terrible time with this game at the same time because my backup was corrupted. And I just kept, no, it's definitely the PS2's
it's a bad
fault.
ROM. I tried to tell her. PS2. She didn't listen to me.
No, I just was like banging my head up against the wall. I tried for 3 hours
She made
to fix it.
Swap PS2s. And now, saying that, it's modded, so it's not as easy as you think.
No. When I could have just went and got a new ROM in like 20 minutes and put it on there in like 20 minutes, like, honestly.
Oh, no.
And then it worked.
So who would you recommend this game for? Like, cause it's not, I can already tell it's not the game for
like
me,
Charlie
right?
B on YouTube told me that watches our channel, not dog lovers, because that'll wreck you. It just...
And that's what happened.
Oh my god, the there's some imagery in there where I can't. It's burned into my skull, and I just hug Teddy tighter. And I know it's just a friggin' game, and I shouldn't be that worried about it, but it bothered me. So I don't know. It's an experience. It's something you need to experience. Do I want you to experience it for the money it costs to buy it? No. So play your backup.
Is it worth the money to buy it physically?
It only is because it's not. If you're a collector that wants it in your collection, I can understand wanting to have it.
You probably wouldn't play it more than once or twice, right?
Probably not, but it's it's going to be a trophy shelf piece, and you're going to play it once and be like, well, I've been, pushed to almost the edge of suicide, so I think I'll put it away for now.
Any aspirations of ever trying to get a physical copy of it?
No.
Never?
I'm past that point where unless we won some serious money, then I would acquire it. Or if I saw it for
We got our lotto ticket. Fingers crossed.
Here we go, guys. So after that, I needed to have some, happiness in my life. So I played God of War 2018.
Boom. She came down here and was bugging me and Dennis while we were playing baseball. Saying, what should I play next? What should I play next? What should I play next? I'm like, damn it, Dennis, let's pick a long game for her.
So she won't come back down.
So I said, why don't you play God of War 2018? I need to play them in sequence. I can't get to that one yet. I'm like, don't be stupid there. It has nothing to do with the other three games.
I know.
So, anyway, you did play it. You did enjoy it.
I really enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it more than I did.
I thought I wasn't going to enjoy it because Scott was like, I hated cutting the vines. It was just terrible.
Well, you remember one thing that I said about the game, and then you think the whole game is about cutting vines.
Because you harped on it like a madman.
Because it was stupid.
I didn't think it was stupid. I liked the puzzle aspects of it. I didn't even mind ringing the bells. Alex hated watching me try to find the bells. He's like, let's move on. And
yes,
like,
that's how I felt about all those dumb puzzles.
I want to do meanwhile, this one can fish for like 2 hours in a game. I'm like, that's pointless. Let's move on from that.
No, I'm getting fish.
Well,
you can sell the fish. You can eat the fish.
I got stuff in the game.
Most of the stuff in those treasure chests were pretty much garbage.
No.
I didn't find much use in them.
I mean, most of the game was spoiled for me because I already knew what was going to happen at the end.
Yeah.
I already knew that.
Saying that, you still enjoyed it.
Oh, I still
like
really
at the end,
loved it.
I felt it was a struggle for myself to get through it, and I played it 3 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or more. No, I might have played it in 2018 or 19.
No, you didn't play it when it first came out because you shelved
2019?
it. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2019,
so anyway,
2020.
I ended up playing it. I played Spider-Man, and then I played that one right after Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man, and that one I was like, it was a struggle for me to get through it.
I had like my ups and downs with this game as far as like loving and hating characters. I was like, would you be nicer to your son? Come on, Kratos. And then I was like, just strangle him. Just strangle him. Get rid of his body, throw him over a cliff. Atreus is annoying. Now that he knows, he just... Whew. But it all works out. It all works out. And I
so
really
how many of the
love
Valkyries did you play?
I played one and couldn't get through it because I wasn't leveled up enough. I was like level 3 and you were supposed to be level 5 or 6 at that point. And I was like, I don't have to do this.
I didn't even look at that much. I beat... See, I must have been over leveled for...
Oh, I didn't know. At the end of the game.
Valkyrie?
At the end of the game, I looked up how high a level do you have to be to beat this Valkyrie? And they were like 5 or 6. And I was like, I was at like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I think I was over level when I fought my first Valkyrie. It was like, I'm like, well, that wasn't bad. And then the next one I hit, I don't know what I had to be at.
Yeah.
I was nowhere near because they just got obliterated. And I was like,
gonna punish myself.
I tried it 3 times or something. And I was like, no.
The worlds were the best part of this game. Although I would go to that like place to go into the world where all the names are like the same and just they start different but they end the same. And I was like,
It's a great analogy of it.
I've been to 2 of these places. This game is the longest game of life. You don't go to all those places.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Can I talk about a game now?
Sure, why not?
Alright. Now, this game I played, it's a PS2 game, and I would say that most people don't like the game or were disappointed in the game. And when I played it, it's The Bouncer.
You didn't pay full price for it, though.
No, I could see if you had paid full price day one.
Because it's a short game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beat 'em up.
Uh-huh.
It's a beat 'em up. You have 3 characters. I took the guy that's on the cover. Don't ask me his name. I don't remember.
It doesn't matter.
Every level or chapter, I can't remember how they divide it up. You get to put points on.
Yeah.
Like either strength or whatever. So what I did is I built him up because you can switch characters all you want. But I just kept the same guy. And I rode him through the whole game.
Dennis would suffer immensely with this game because he cannot stick to one character.
But the replay value is I can go back and play it with the other 2.
Yeah.
Build them up, and he would. I think his built-up character would be in my party at that point.
Okay.
Because you fight all 3 of you in not most of the game, but different levels. Now, the game itself is basically a cinematic cutscene, and then you fight for a while, and then another cinematic cutscene, and then you fight for a while, and it's back, and that's it. That's the whole game. So, I don't mind. I didn't mind it at all. It was a good short game. It was fun for what it was, but I know it gets a lot of hate.
Hey, you know what? I'm happy you played it despite the hate it got.
I think maybe the big RPG guys were expecting more out of it. I think if you go into it thinking it's just a cheap beat 'em up, you'll love it.
Yeah.
For what it is. Anyway. Next one on your list. You don't have a physical copy of it?
No, I do not. I've been wanting to play this game for some time. It's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I want to say But I Must Scream. It's And I Must Scream. I read a little bit of Harlan Ellison's short stories, kind of a novella, little book, and it was interesting. I read it after I played the game because I knew it was a game based on a book. Limited Run did have a release of it at one point.
The book?
No, the game. I wasn't fortunate enough to get it. That was pre this, and it is strange. You're basically kind of in hell, and you're just continuing to go through these scenarios of torture. Basically, you're being tortured with things that promise you, like, okay, well, if you can get through this, or you can surpass this, then maybe I grant you your freedom. Maybe. The best part, because it carried over from the book into the game, was he made him walk 1,000 miles or something to get food, and he got there with a can of peaches, but he had no can opener. I was like, that's the kind of twisted, maniacal overlord AM that's running this whole entire thing. But it was challenging to get through the end of it. I did not see the best ending. I was fine with it because the worst ending was actually more entertaining than the good ending. It's a one-off. It's nothing spectacular, but it's cool. Yeah. It was cool, and I played it on Steam. I don't play
point and click, isn't it?
It's a point-and-click adventure, yeah. So there was a learning curve there a little bit. I enjoyed it for what it was, and there was some aspiration to want the physical just because it would be cool.
Because you're a collector.
Yeah, but I'm not like, I don't have to have it.
Because you'll probably never play it again, right?
I doubt I'll play it again. Maybe I would play it to get the good ending, but I felt like the bad ending was pretty cool too. Yeah.
Another one?
Yep, you can try to get it again. I still don't have it over there. I put Must Scream as another game. Yeah, I only have 2 games left, so if you want to do one of yours, and I'll do one of mine, and so on and so forth.
So, I don't have a physical copy of this game. You don't know why when I mentioned the name, because it's stupid expensive, but I played it on the Sega Genesis Mini 2.
Yes.
I brought the box out, so Jen gave me crap about that.
Yeah,
so we're just bringing consoles out for games you don't have? Stupid. Anyway, it's Crusader of Centy. I played it on this little sucker.
Yeah.
I think overall, I'm maybe a little disappointed in it.
Yeah.
I do understand why people enjoyed it. The action's pretty fun. Like you can equip. You get to have a bunch of different animals, and you can change out which one. Each animal gives you a different ability. Some of them will allow you to throw your sword, and then you can attach another one that you can ricochet your sword off of things.
Yeah.
And then you can have like a fire on it, or freeze, or what. And there's a bunch of them like that. I found the bosses were pretty easy.
Yeah.
Visuals on the game look good.
It looked good.
They look good. Like the artwork looks good. Music, pretty lackluster in my opinion, but
Yeah.
That's my opinion
What about
only.
the story?
There's no story at
There's
all
no
to
story.
it. Like it is, yeah. And that's what
Well, it
didn't
is a
grab
Sega
me.
Genesis era.
Yeah,
game.
it's where it kind of fell short for me. If there was a really good story to it there, or caught my attention more, maybe it would have been higher up on that.
Yeah.
But I had my fun with it. But when it was done, I was glad it was done. I wouldn't play it again, and I would never want to own a physical copy
No,
of it.
not at the price.
The
it
physical
commands.
copy of it, I think I quoted it
It's like $500 or $600.
$600, I
Yeah.
think, Canadian.
Yeah.
Just for a loose cart. We play this game all the time at work. Somebody says something to me along the lines of, "Oh, I gotta get this game because it's blah 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 blah," and they're usually way overpriced or way underpriced, and I
And
can
you're like,
usually guess
no,
within.
It's this.
I can guess pretty damn close.
Yeah.
What it is. Yeah. So anyway, had my fun with it. Won't play it again.
I think you really struggled this year so far. We're May now. We're talking about our March, April games. You haven't fell in love with the game since Unicorn Overlord.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing one right now that I.
That's at least
really
a good
enjoying
thing, and
it,
I'm
yeah.
happy for
Yeah.
that because you were kind of. You know,
I was like in a rut.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in
Every
a
game I
rut.
tried, because I don't like trying games, so they like really giving a good effort to finish it.
Yeah, I
Even
get
though
that.
there is one game here that I just no,
You're shelving
it's
it,
not.
yeah.
It's not worth trying to finish it there.
I get that.
Your next game?
Yes.
I don't have a physical of this game.
No, we do not. It's very hard to come across.
We had to go to the vault again.
Oh
there.
yes, the vault and make a backup.
Yeah.
And most people won't know what this game is at all. It's Rain or Lost in the Rain, depending on which region you get it from.
There's only two different physical copies and two different region codes. One is Japanese, right? And then the
Yes.
other one is in.
I don't know.
Is it China or is
Maybe.
it Asia? Or I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
Asia,
know
maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways.
One of them has an English version, and the other one doesn't. Japanese, I don't think has English.
So this is I don't want to talk about it too much
Because
I would love to do a review, and I have something coming, something in the works that I don't want to spoil here yet, but just know that I'm working on doing some more reviews.
like long, formal reviews.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty excited about it. But Rain was one of those games I had heard mentioned on another channel, and I'd never heard about it.
Okay,
and I was like,
well,
what is
You've
this?
compared it to other games to me. Would you be willing to say that
Oh,
to people?
yeah,
What it
yeah.
would be comparable to?
I mean, it kind of compares to Little Nightmares. It kind of compares to Inside and Limbo. There's another game.
Same style.
There's another game where you kind of play in the shadows, and so it's comparable to that. It's all about the rain. Basically, if you're in the rain, the enemies can see you. If you're not in the rain, the enemies can't see you. So you're constantly looking for cover underneath like entryways to buildings. Like they'll have a little perch there that you'll be out of the rain, but they can see your footsteps. And then sometimes the monsters are invisible, and the only way you can see them is to see their footsteps. Very cool concept that just fell short for me, and I will explain why in the review video, but it is I choose to see it the way I want to see it. The way the ending is left very open, that if I view it the way I think the ending should be interpreted, then I love it. If I view it the way some other people have interpreted the ending, then I'm like, what a waste. That's how I feel about it. I know I haven't given you guys a lot, but I really think
Very vague. She's trying to get you to watch a review video.
I think this one deserves a review.
Yeah.
That I don't just think you need to watch it because of like, I don't want to be vague here for that reason, but I think it deserves a longer review. That's why I'm going to give it to it. So, yeah, Rain on the PS3.
Yep.
On my backup.
All right. Your last game?
Well, do you want to do your
The
give
one
up
I gave
game?
up? Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll probably be long-winded again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So it's an Xbox original game. It's only on the Xbox. It's Tao Feng, Fist of the Lotus.
And not one of you called me out on my spelling error, my one spelling error on my
In the
video.
last video, yeah.
We got to it. It was early in the morning, and I had reversed the A and the O, and I knew it as soon as I saw it. I was like, Tao Feng is spelled T-A-O and not T-O-A. And I looked at Scott and I was like, do I have to? And you were
People
like,
don't even notice it because I didn't even notice it. I'm like,
yeah, so I didn't.
Now, this is very much like a 3D Mortal Kombat kind of style game. It's the fighting in it is pretty damn good.
It looks enjoyable from what I see.
The graphics in it are pretty damn good.
Yeah.
The music, pretty damn good. But where it's lacking is there's absolutely no background story to the fighters themselves to give them any kind of a character.
Yeah.
Now the way it's set up is, and I had to go and look because I played through it. You pick two different quests. It's either light or dark.
Yeah.
That's not exactly what they're called, but it's like light or dark.
Where did you go?
I went light.
Okay.
You know, like blue.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, okay. Good and evil, and good or evil?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're trying to find the 6 pieces of this, like a medallion or something, so that you can open the portal, and then you can see the last fight, and see a cutscene and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, what you got to do is, I picked my first guy, and I cannot really remember what it was. It was something like Phoenix or something like that. I can't remember what he was.
I believe him.
I tried all of them once
Yeah.
on the game, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go through the story mode with this guy. Got through it, and then it just shows up at the end like you have a little flag or whatever on the character, and then the other 5 are open. I'm like, well, is that it? Is that the end of the game? There's nothing. So I went and looked it up on YouTube, and apparently you gotta get all 6 pieces. So that means you have to fight the tournament 6 times with all those characters, and then you get the 6 pieces. Now, I think at that point you might be able to choose which character you take through to go fight the last boss, or whatever.
Yeah.
Saying all that to play through all of that, I think howlongtobeat.com or whatever it is, put this game in somewhere around 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
It took me about an hour and a half that day to play through with one guy, but I did take some time to mess around with everybody. So even if it takes an hour each character, I can see that. Anyway, I played it with the one character, and I didn't want to go through and play it with all 6 characters just to go to do that one fight at the end. And most people, when they talk about it online, it's kind of lackluster, the ending, and they were disappointed because they put so much time to get there in a very simple
I can understand
tournament
that.
style, you know.
Yeah, I can understand that, and I don't know that it would be anything I'd
Now,
aspire to play.
saying that, I'm not getting rid of the game because it is a fun fighter, and if I get the itch to play the fighter game, I will pop this right back into my Xbox and then continue on with another character.
So the controls are easy enough that you can just pick it up and play again.
It's
so
1v1
you could eventually, within a year
eventually, it's just that I don't want to put 6 or 7 hours into it
in
this
one
year,
sitting.
because I'm playing Suikoden number 2 right now, and I'm like,
enjoying it.
I'm really enjoying it. So if there's a game I'm only going to play for an hour, I'll play hockey or something upstairs.
I get that.
I just feel like I would do it over and over. Maybe like 6 months from now, I can pick it up and play it for another hour and a half, or and beat another character.
So in like 2032,
maybe
you'll finish the game.
Maybe.
Just watch that video.
Maybe. Yeah.
At some point in the future, I'll come back from the future and tag it into this video.
They're getting copyrighted now.
Okay, I don't even know what I was saying.
Last game. Jenny played. I know she's gonna be long-winded with this one there, but it's Alan Wake Remastered.
Why do we all hate Remedy? I just don't understand.
Who?
Remedy. It's Remedy.
Oh, developer?
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I know people love Alan Wake 2, and I hear people complain about Remedy, and maybe they like make crap games otherwise. I don't know, but this one didn't get a lot of love, and half the people told me I could skip it and just go to Alan Wake 2. And then the other half were like, no, play Alan Wake Remastered. There's a reason to play it. And I'm playing Alan Wake 2 right now. I can't talk about it because I'm not finished with it.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed that.
But are you glad that you played this before?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you're stuck in that point where you're going,
should I play the first one?
And I got Alan Wake 2. Should I play the first one? Yes, you should, because you're back in that town. You're playing in the second one. You're playing as Saga, and Alan Wake, and that's as far as I am right now. So I don't know what else is going to happen. But in this one, you're playing as Alan Wake, And if you want the story to continue to make sense through, it just makes sense to me to play this game. I thought it was really good. There's a learning curve. There's a learning curve to your flashlight, where if you don't use it properly, you're going to run out of batteries, and I can see how that would stress people out. There's a learning curve to the controls. I get that. Maybe it's not for all people. I could see some people having a problem with it. The learning curve happened really fast for me. I was like, oh, okay, I see what I got to do there. And I didn't have a problem with the game. I thought it was really cool. Alan Wake's a writer. You're kind of playing this story he's embroiled in, half writing. It's really good, and it's all happening in this little quaint town, and it involves his wife and trying to find his wife. I thought it was amazing. I don't understand why it didn't get more.
I should play it, right?
I thought it was really good. Now there are cutscenes, but the story's great.
Yeah.
The story's really good. The story gave me everything I wanted from it. I just thought it was a really well done game. There were certain things I was doing, I was like, oh, that's cool that I didn't even know I could talk to that guy, or that was going to happen. It was more interactive than I thought it was going to be for a game that released on the 360. Now, I'm assuming this is just remastered, so everything I would have gotten on this, I would have gotten on the 360 just at a higher fidelity on the remaster. I thought it was great. I have nothing bad to say about Alan Wake. It's not going to be my game of the year, but it's damn good for a game that came out, and I think the storyline in Alan Wake 2 is 13 years later. So I don't know if this came out in 2011 or 2010 or something along those lines.
Makes sense.
Great game for the time. Like, they ambitious for when it came out.
Yeah.
I really appreciated it. So I just wish more people did, but at least it got a sequel. It did better than Days Gone did.
That's true.
It did something
There's
Days
still
Gone.
hope.
There's still hope.
There's still hope.
So yeah, those are
The games we played and one I gave up on.
and one Scott gave up on.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not really giving up on it.
I'm giving up
You're
on it
just
for
shelving
probably
it.
it's shelving. I'm not trading it. It's still a good game. In
Yeah.
my opinion, it's just not enough there for me to do that same tournament six
Yeah.
times over to get to the last
Yeah.
ending.
Seeing the games we played, guys, what do you think? What would be your favorite game in this list? What would be a game you would recommend based on these games?
Yeah.
Based on what you think we would like, where we should go next. Like I said, I'm playing Alan Wake 2 right now. You're playing Suikoden 2. We're playing all the 2s.
Number 2.
So if there's a 2 you think we should play, then tell us. Until next time, you want to do cheers? We don't
I'm
do
out.
Oh, well, me too. Game on.